Hello students, welcome back to the another section of data communication and computer network. This is basically unit 2. On the previous video sections, we learn about OSI model, different layer protocol concepts, the problems in network design, and the service primitives and its basic components. Current section is all about SDLC, that is basically called high level data link control. So before start this particular term, it is the most important term in data communication and computer network, because as you know that in OSI model there are 7 different layers are there, and every individual layer must having its own responsibility, that is each and every layer having its own functionality or its own functions to communicate data from one layer to another layer. So the high level data link control is basically called a transmission protocol used at the data link layer, that is layer number 2 in the OSI reference model of the OSI, that is for the data communication. So basically, as you know that for communicating data, it must require the set of rules which governs the message or the communication from one layer to another layer. So that's why it is basically called a transmission protocol, which is widely implemented with the layer 2, that is called data link layer in the OSI reference model for data communication. So basically SDLC is the standard synchronization communication protocol, because as you know that synchronizes or asynchronizes. So basically it is the communication between two subsequent layers. So that's why it is a standard communication protocol at the data link layer of the open systems interconnection reference model, that is used for wide area network for serial connection over lease lines. So in general way, SDLC is basically called one type of transmission protocol which is widely implemented in data link layer. So that's why the SDLC protocol joins or embeds information in a data frame that allow devices to control data flow and as well as correct errors. As you know that in the data link layer, it normally provides the functioning or the subsequent, you can say the functioning part to node, that is point to point for data transfer. So in general, it is basically called it defines a method for encapsulating, that is hiding or as well as formatting data into frames. There are, as you know that in OSI, the first 3 layers are basically consisting of, or it is basically considered as data or data layer, and the rest 3 layers are normally communicating with the packets, data converting into packets, converting into the frames, and as well as frame. After that, it is normally like converting into the binary bits. So that's why this particularly, like you can say, the protocol or the SDLC defines a method for encapsulating or formatting data into frames for synchronization transmission. So it is widely implemented with synchronization transmission or synchronous transmission over a standard serial 1, that is wide area network. So it is basically it is a bit stream protocol. As you know that bit streams are nothing. These are not broken into the individual characters. So basically it is a bitstream protocol that uses a 32-bit checksum for error correction and as well as like full particular support for full duplex communication. So in general, it is basically consisting of, or it is normally like a combination of like data frames which normally allows other devices, that is node to node, that is point to point, allow devices to control data flow and as well as particular correct errors. So as you know that whenever the data is communicating from one layer to another layer, or when the data is communicating from one node to another node, before arriving or before delivering the data, it must actually check for the data error, which is normally related or which is there with the data frames. So the main particular task of the data link layer is called, it normally detect the error, and as well as after that, if the data frame having certain errors, so it correct the subsequent error, and after that it can pass to the next layer, that is normally called the physical layer. So SDLC is a ISO, that is ISO standard developed from the synchronous data link layer or data link control, that is SDLC standard proposed by IBM in 1970s. So SDLC NRM, that is basically called normal reference mode. ये हम लोग अभी coming classes में हम लोग इसके ऊपर actual focus करेंगे. So the normal response mode, also known as SDLC. So it is basically called the next concept or the next particularly the advance or superscript of the SDLC. So overall, it is basically called a international standard, because as you know that different vendors having different particularly like you can say protocols, and all the subsequent protocol must support the standardization of the like you can say the compatibility of the network. It is normally called the standardization for the synchronous data link particular control, which is normally designed and as well as proposed by the IBM. So the SDLC is a group of communication protocol of data link layer for transmitting data between network points or nodes. As I say earlier, so basically it is a group of communication protocol. It is normally called collection of protocols or combination of protocols of for the data link layer for transmitting data between the subsequent nodes. Because as I say earlier, it is basically called P2P, that is point to point communication. Since it is a data link protocol, data is organized into frames. So basically, this particularly data link protocol, which is normally create the data frames. So that's why a frame is transmitted via the network to the destination that verifies its successful arrival. So the main task of the subsequent, or you can say the data link layer, is called, it normally having two things. One thing is called MSC layer, another thing is called LLC layer, that is media access control layer and logical link control layer. So these are the sub layers of the data link layer. So the main task of the data link layer is normally check error and as well as correct the error. So that's why it is basically called a collection, or you can say a like you can say group of communication protocol for transmitting data between point to point or between node to node. So it is the main responsibility of this particularly SDLC, like it is responsible for multiplexing data streams, data frames detection, multiple access and error control. So as you know that multiplexing is nothing like it is normally one type of converter. It is normally converting more than one particularly signals into a single particular signal, that is you can say many to one, like you can say converting. So that's why it is responsible for multiplexing data streams, the which data streams which is comes from the previous layer. So it is normally multiplexing that, because more than one particularly data in a layer, so it normally combine into a single form. And for the data frame detection, first of all it check for the data frame, as I said earlier, like in the like some of the videos, like every individual particular data stream having header, trailer and as well as a trailer and as well as some particular data, and escape character is also there, like in bit stream character, or you can say the bit and as well as byte characters particular protocol. So data frame detection, and after that it check for the medium access, what type of medium it can be communicated, and after that error control. It also, if your particularly data frame having certain error, it normally like check for the error, and after that it can actually detect. After detection, it is normally like error free environment. For that the particular data frames can be smoothly communicated with the next layer. So it ensures reliable point-to-point and as well as point-to multi-point connection. So one system may communicate with one system, that is point-to-point, or next is normally called one server and many clients. So that is normally called point-to multi-point. So 1:1 and 1:many connections in a communication network. SDLC is a bit-oriented protocol. As I say earlier, 32-bit communication is the bit-oriented protocol that supports both half duplex and as well as full duplex communication over point-to-point and as well as multi-point. So as you know that there are two type of particular protocol concepts, basically the point-to-point protocol and multi-point protocol or multi-drop protocol. So SDLC is basically called a bit-oriented protocol. It is not byte-oriented protocol. So it normally converts zeros and ones, because as you know that like in data link layer, the subsequent particular data frame must be converting into binary bits, that is zeros and ones combination, and after that it can actually directly connecting with the physical layer, and physical layer is normally nearby. जैसे कि आपको पता है फिजिकल लेयर आपका नॉर्मली मीडियम के साथ डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड होता है, तो आफ्टर एक्चुअली कम्युनिकेटिंग दैट थिंग, मतलब जो मीडियम में आपका डेटा फ्लो होगा वो आपका बाइनरी बिट्स में होना चाहिए. सो दैट्स व्हाई this particularly protocol, that is high level data link control protocol, normally supports both things like half duplex communication and as well as full duplex communication. So either as you know that half duplex is nothing, sender becomes sender, receiver become receiver. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, जब आपका सेंडर सेंड करता है तो रिसीवर उसका रेस्पॉन्स प्रोवाइड करता है. तो जनरली this type of things are normally called the SDLC links of a primary particular station and as well as the secondary station. So it may be one primary and many secondary, or one primary one secondary. So that's why the SDLC links of a primary station and as well as the secondary station with the primary or with the primary station issuing the commands, and the secondary or secondary stations issuing the responses. So the main task of the primary station is normally issuing the commands, and over that particular commands the secondary station responding about that. As I say in the previous video, like there are four particularly like you can say like primitives are there. One thing is called request, next is called indication, third is called your response, and fourth is normally called confirmation. So the task of the primary station क्या करता है, normally commands भेजता है और अब normally issue करता है या command send करता है, और secondary station उस command के ऊपर आपका normally response provide करता है. तो दोस्तों basically it is mainly means SDLC mainly used for point-to-point communication, because it is usually point-to-point communication, so it does not need to have addressing implementation. So there is no need of any addressing concept, because the previous layer of the data link layer or the previous particular layers which is related with the data link layer, which is normally provide the subsequent address for the source and as well as destination, that is called the primary and as well as the secondary. So that's why it does not require to have addressing implemented at the data link layer, because the local and as well as remote systems connected directly. So basically the primary station with one secondary station or one primary station with multiple secondary station can communicate directly by the help of wide area network. So the main options of this particularly SDLC is that this particularly SDLC provides number of options in its implementation. It provides both half duplex and as well as full duplex transmission. We normally see हम लोग ये जो पहले स्लाइड में, इससे पहले के स्लाइड में मैं बताया, जैसे कि this particularly it is a group communication transmission, or it is a group of communication protocol which normally transmit the data, particularly packets, or you can say the data frames from point to point or from node to node, and as well as it normally provide both subsequent particularly things like half duplex and as well as full duplex transmission. So the SDLC station is classified into three different types. So in this case, as I said earlier, primary station, secondary station, there are two subsequent stations there through which the data can be, or there particularly SDLC can link between that. So the primary station normally provides or issuing the commands, and the secondary station normally receiving the subsequent command, and after that it normally issuing the responses to the primary station. So in this case, SDLC normally links normally three types or three different type of particularly station there. These are primary station, secondary station, and as well as combined station. So first of all, normally focus about the primary station. It controls the data link with other secondary devices by sending command frames and sending a response frame to response from them. इससे पहले हम लोग जो देखे पढ़े थे, जैसे कि प्राइमरी स्टेशन का काम क्या है, कमांड को इश्यू करना, सेकेंडरी स्टेशन का काम क्या है, रेस्पॉन्स को इश्यू करना. सो इन दिस केस प्राइमरी स्टेशन का मेन काम क्या है, इट कंट्रोल द डेटा. ये आपका डेटा को कंट्रोल करेगा या डेटा लिंक को कंट्रोल करेगा विथ अदर सेकेंडरी डिवाइसेस बाय सेंडिंग ए कमांड फ्रेम. सबसे पहले वो कमांड फ्रेम सेंड करेगा एंड आफ्टर दैट एंड सेंडिंग ए रेस्पॉन्स फ्रेम पर्टिकुलर देयर. एंड द सेकेंडरी स्टेशन का काम यहाँ पे क्या है, इट सेंड्स द रेस्पॉन्स फ्रेम टू द प्राइमरी स्टेशन. तो प्राइमरी स्टेशन का काम क्या है, आपका कमांड फ्रेम भी भेज मतलब सेंड का मतलब इश्यू करेगा या सेंड करेगा एंड एज वेल एज रेस्पॉन्स फ्रेम मतलब रेस्पॉन्स जो फ्रेम होगा वो भी आपका सेंड करता है. मतलब इट कैन सेंड बोथ थिंग्स, लाइक it can send the command frame and as well as the response frame. But in the case of secondary station, it only sends the response frame to the primary station. So secondary station in this case is basically called act like a client. So that's why client normally आपका क्या करेगा, basically आपका response frame ही भेज सकता है. And what about the third one, that is called the combined station. तो combined station में क्या होता है, it act both primary and secondary station by sending and receiving commands and response frames. So combined का मतलब क्या होता है, combination of two things, like it is, you can say this is the one type of hybrid particularly station. So it act as मतलब ये आपका क्या होता है, ये आपका प्राइमरी स्टेशन भी हो सकता है या आपका सेकेंडरी स्टेशन हो सकता है या बोथ भी हो सकता है, मतलब दो हो सकता है या दोनों हो सकता है. So it acts both primary and secondary station by sending and receiving commands and as well as response frames. And come to the next, that is the station communicate with each other in one of the particularly three logical states. So these are basically called logical disconnect state, initialization state and as well as information transfer state. तो ये तीन स्टेज आपका क्या करता है, जस्ट चेक हम लोग करते हैं. तो दिस पर्टिकुलरली मतलब सबसे पहले लॉजिकल डिस्कनेक्टिंग स्टेट क्या होता है. These states having two major different particularly like modes, that is normal disconnected mode, that is NDM, and as well as second one is called asynchronous disconnected mode, that is ASDM. So यहाँ पे क्या होता है, normal disconnected mode क्या होता है. So the normal disconnect mode, the secondary station required explicitly permission from the primary station to transfer the data. So primary station जब आपका कमांड इश्यू करता है तो आपका नॉर्मली सेकेंडरी स्टेशन क्या होता है, रेस्पॉन्स को इश्यू करता है. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, जैसे कि आपका नॉर्मल डिस्कनेक्टेड मोड में आपका सबसे पहले सेकेंडरी स्टेशन ये आपका चाहता है जैसे कि उसको एक्सप्लिसिटली मतलब कंप्लीटली उसको परमिशन मिले, जैसे कहां से, प्राइमरी स्टेशन से, फॉर डेटा ट्रांसमिशन. एंड ऑन द नेक्स्ट टाइप ऑफ पर्टिकुलरली लाइक डिस्कनेक्टिंग स्टेट क्या होता है, एसडीएम में क्या होता है, like the secondary station can send a signal range or frame indication or the frame indication the status without taking any permission of the primary. So पहले में क्या होता है, the first one is basically called, it require the subsequent particularly explicitly permission for actually sending the request or sending the subsequent particular thing to the primary station. So पहला पर्टिकुलरली मोड में क्या होता है, सेकेंडरी स्टेशन नॉर्मली एक परमिशन रिक्वायर्ड करता है प्राइमरी स्टेशन से फॉर डेटा कम्युनिकेशन और फॉर डेटा ट्रांसफर. बट दूसरे में क्या होता है, जैसे कि एसिंक्रोनस डिस्कनेक्टेड मोड में क्या होता है, नॉर्मली देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ एनी परमिशन रिक्वायर्ड. सो द सेकेंडरी स्टेशन डायरेक्टली एक्चुअली लाइक यू कैन से like issuing the subsequent particularly data or you can say the responses to the primary station. And second में क्या होता है, initialization क्या होता है, this state is designed by various vendors for exchanging or sub-exchanging of data transfer. So there are many particularly vendors are there, so it can exchange or as well as sub-exchange. मतलब main mode या sub mode में उसका normally data particularly exchange कर सकता है या data को transfer कर सकता है. So सबसे पहले ये initialization state की जरूरत पड़ता है, मतलब कहां से एक्चुअली आपका डेटा आएगा या कहां पे पर्टिकुलर मतलब कौन सा वेंडर से डेटा आएगा, ये सब कंसीडर किया जाता है. Third one is called information state. It permits the secondary, primary and combined stations to transmit and receive messages with information. मतलब information state में क्या होता है, जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन, चाहे वो आपका प्राइमरी स्टेशन से हो या सेकेंडरी में हो या कमांड स्टेशन में हो, या जो भी डेटा ट्रांसमिट या रिसीव करते हैं, जो मैसेज करते हैं, उसका कंप्लीटली इंफॉर्मेशन उनके पास होना चाहिए। When the stations are in this state, मतलब जहां पे आपका इंफॉर्मेशन स्टेट में जब आपका नॉर्मली स्टेशन अवेलेबल होता है, they can communicate in any one of the modes, that is NRM, that is NRM, ARM and ABM. So NRM stands for normal response mode, ARM stands for asynchronous response mode, and third one is called ABM, stands for asynchronous balance mode. So basically हम लोग ये जो particular concept है, is all about the initial concept of SDLC. तो ये जो तीन अलग अलग पॉइंट है, जैसे कि आपका NRM, ARM एंड ABM, हम लोग ये कमिंग वीडियो में या नेक्स्ट वीडियो में इसके ऊपर हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. आई होप सो like you go through this particularly like video. So on the next class we just focus about the rest part. Thank you.